Hello everyone, FunshotX here. Welcome to the Grim Life server play. It's technically episode 1 of my series. We did do the live stream for the server grand opening, where we did like a 4-hour stream. The first stream was a bum. The server was crashing a bit, and we didn't think it was too many players, but it turned out to just be a certain mod that was breaking and crashing all the time. So Grim took that out, and since it's been amazing. There's a little bit of block live every once in a while, especially look how many players online. This is 8 right now. We've had like up to 12 people, and it's been decent. This is a public server again, so if you are looking to play, then head over to Grimkor's YouTube channel, and you can get all the information about the Discord that you need to join to get the server information. So let's talk about how to survive in Grimkor's new version. Remember, in my single player series, I did how to survive, how to live, how to beat the game basically, and we did a few episodes on that. And I want to do a very similar thing on the server because a lot of things have changed. We no longer have tinkers, so you can't just get overpowered tools right away. We no longer have mechanisms, so you can't get overpowered power right away. And that's kind of like what Grim's been aiming to do, is take all the mods that he had and just remove anything that was overpowered or made the game easier. Because it's supposed to be a Grim Life, it's supposed to be hard. And it's supposed to be very vanilla-esque. A lot of the mods that are in this pack don't change much, so it's almost like you're playing vanilla, at least to start out with. But then you have 3 very distinct roles. You can go down the tech line, and that is into immersive engineering. You go down the magic line, and that's Botania, Astral Sorcery, and there's a few other ones. Or you go down what Grim is calling the colonial line, and that's building your mine colonies or your harvest festival cities and towns, and kind of upgrading that way. And they're not really gated on each other, so you can kind of choose to do one of them or all 3 of them at the same time, whatever you choose, which is really cool. And in the beginning, you can even really just kind of play vanilla Minecraft with this. It doesn't change a lot. It's got a lot of cool little tweaks, but vanilla still works. And you can see using vanilla tools at the beginning of the game. So first thing you're going to need is get in the shelter. Find a good place, and just like in single player, find a place that is near water. You want to be on the water, especially on the server, because other people are all over the place. If you want to go visit them, a boat is the easiest method of travel because you're not going to get flight anytime soon. The other option is to go through the nether, but I probably don't want to do that right at the beginning anyway. So find a place that's by the water. Do not go in a swamp, a desert, snow area, a dark forest. You're pretty much looking for a plains or maybe just a regular forest. And so that's where Esk and I settled here. You can, let's see, can I zoom out anymore? Oh, nope, I don't want to put a new waypoint in here. Spawn is somewhere, I think, up here. And so we went down and we raided those villages in the first stream that were around here. There's a few down there. And then we got in boats over here. There's another one of the villages we raided. And we went along the coast and we settled right here. So we have nice access to the ocean up here, or we can go south. I think this is just a big lake. You can see on the actual map that you can see in a link in the description. There's a map where you can see all the terrain and where everybody is, and you can even chat with people. But yeah, so this is where we settled. And so once you pick your settlement point, place down your Minecolonies settlement, and that'll give you your wand and your town hall. So then you want to place down your town hall. Just placing your town hall, it doesn't have to actually build it, will give you creeper protection and prevent anybody else from settling in that area or messing with your stuff. They can't get into your chests, they can't even pick up stuff off the ground, which does make it a little tricky because if you're in somebody else's land and you die, you're not getting your stuff back unless they're online and they can give you permissions to do it, or they pick it up for you and put it in a chest off at your base. So be careful whose colony you're in when you die, if you die. And speaking of death, let's look at this. Here's the death counter. I am 29th with only 2 deaths. Both of them were on the stream from pretty much hunger. Ajax has died 134 times. Simmelson and Molem, I think these are brothers. They've died quite a bit. But you'll notice Mama Jama is not on the list, which is amazing. I guess she's probably just hiding in a cave somewhere, not even playing a game. No, she's actually doing a lot better. I think in the beta, where she died 100+ times, she was just kind of testing out a lot of stuff and not really worrying about death, and now she is, since it's real. Okay, so we've got our area to settle. We've placed our town hall, so we're protected. Now you got to worry about food and water. Get some water bottles, which is 3 sand, obviously, and you're going to be drinking dirty water out of the ocean or the river. Or get 6 leather and make yourself a canteen, and again, you'll be drinking dirty water. I like the canteen better because the dirty water bottles kind of have a weird interaction where you drink them and they go into a different slot than they were, and it's it's not easy to just keep drinking. Whereas the canteen you can drink 3 times out of the same canteen, where you have to fill it up again. Once you start getting resources, though, however, you can build a rain collector. What is this thing? A rain tank from forestry. It's some bronze, which is just tin and copper, and some iron and some glass, and you make the rain tank. This thing will fill up with water. Actually, no, it won't. It's busted. And because it's busted, I don't feel bad about doing this. Take water in a bucket. Come on. And put it in there. It's now clean water. Use it if you want. Don't use it if not. Maybe Grimkor will completely disable it at some point. Who knows? But you can fill up clean water, and that gives you a lot more water when you drink it than just more of the dirty water, and you don't get the debuff. Okay, so we've got water fixed. Next thing to do is food. You're going to want to kill zombies. Now, that means kind of like hiding in the nighttime and then going out in the daytime when they're all burning and collecting as much zombie flesh as you can. And we're going to go down here. This was our kind of starter area where we just kind of dug down a little bit. You see there's the sky right there. Dug down a little bit, made some bed so we can respawn here if we died, and I put an enchanting area here that's since been moved. We got access to our water. You don't get a lot of torches to start with, so might as well light your area with lava or netherrack with fire, something like that. But I like the lava. That's why I have so many buckets on me, as I usually carry around 4 or 5 buckets of lava for lighting until you get a better source of torches. But if we come down here, oh, there's a zombie. I'll show you this in a minute. I just want to get down here. There's Escrodoc. Right over here. Here we go. This is a system for making zombie flesh. You've got to have a little bit of iron before you can do it. But you put all your zombie flesh in the top hopper, and you push it into a drying rack, which is going to take the flesh and turn it into dry jerky, which is 2 haunches of food. And that's actually really, really good for Grimm's pack. Not a lot of food that you can get early on will give you 2 food. It's borderline overpowered because you probably won't be eating very much else than drying flesh. You can survive on it alone. And then put another vanilla hopper right out under it, and just don't point the end of it into anything. Point it straight down or into a wall. And then keep at least 5 dry jerky in every single slot. And what this is, it allows you to automate it because this hopper will pull out regular zombie flesh or dry jerky. Hold on. But if this hopper has a jerky in every single slot, it won't be able to pull out the zombie flesh, and now it's completely automated. With 1 drying rack, 2 hoppers, completely automated, and you can get a ton. Now, we have just a crap load of dry flesh because we have a zombie spawner that we found when we started mining. So you can see we've got all this off zombies that have died. And I'll come back here later and show a little bit, but I just wanted to explain. That's how you get your food. Use that drying rack to dry zombie jerky or zombie flesh into jerky. Okay, so food satisfied, water satisfied, shelter satisfied, you're good. Now you just need to divide tasks up. Work on the daytime, work up above ground, and the nighttime work below ground. Because the mobs from Grimoire of Gyre, you do not want to be out there until you have really decent armor and a decent weapon. So when it's nighttime, go mining. And again, use lava for lighting. You can, whatever. And then when it's daytime, go build your Minecolonies stuff or go out exploring, whatever. So let's give a tour around the base. That's, you can now really, just with that information, you should be able to survive with 2 deaths like Funshine. That's the trick. No, there's a bunch of other things that you'll learn as you go. So we've been branch mining a little here for some copper at this level. This is Creosote, which you get from Immersive Engineering. Really easy to make once you get your coke oven built. And that has been moved. It used to be in our main room there, but Gresk has moved it. It was Castle, which we'll see in a bit. But yeah, you can place Creosote on the ground, and it will act like water. One of the things in the pack that Grimm has disabled is the ability to move water and to create infinite water sources. Oh, wow. That guy just shot me with a fireball. Should put some glass here. But you can use the Creosote in replacement of water to move things around if you're making a zombie farm. So let's go down and see that, if we can. Somewhere, I believe it's down here. maybe not. Maybe it's one level down. You can't really see where the zombies are spawning. I think they're over there somewhere. Those spawn, and we used to just drum straight up and then come straight down here, and we were killing them. But S didn't like coming all the way down here to do it every time, so he made a nice little elevator with Creosote. Jump and get on that thing. That moves them around and different, has an elevator to take them up. And so they drop down now right here. And he's actually AFKing right now to get a bunch of zombies there so he can get to 40-something levels to copy a book. But yeah, so that they all drop right there. He's got some nice cool little windows so you can watch them go by. And he moved our enchanting area over here, so it's really close. You can get your levels and then come right over here and enchant. Got all of our lapis there and some books. He's got his books over here. Let's see what he's got here. Unbreaking, Feather Falling Power, Fire Protection. Ooh, Fire Protection Efficiency 4. I gave him the Mending book. That was the first book we found. I guess we both own it, but we copied it. I copied it once, he copied it once, and so I've got Mending on my pickaxe and Mending on my sword with Sharpness 5 and Efficiency 5. Oh yeah, they're very nice tools. But yeah, he's found some more stuff since then. Looks like he's copied his Mending book another time. Ooh, Prot 4. I need to copy that book from him. What have I got right now? Not much. An Efficiency 4, 2 Efficiency 4 books, so I could turn that into Efficiency 5 if I wanted it on my axe or my shovel. And an Efficiency 2. That's kind of a crap book there. And then my other copy of Mending. If I get 40 levels, I can make more copies with. So that's a pretty cool setup. I think I've shown that all in my single player, so I'm not going to go too much into Bibliocraft and how to copy books. Have you guys seen that before? I think you've seen that before. Yeah, it's all Bibliocraft. You put your book here, your chase there, combine it with however many levels it needs, which you use the monocle to see how many levels it needs, and it will make you into a thing. You put that there, put some ink there, and it copies your one book into 3 books. So you get 1 turns into 3. Awesome. Also in this area, let's see, if you come back here, let's go up this little ladder. We were also fortunate enough to find a cave spider spawner really close to our zombie spawner. So he's made 2 separate spawners, one for zombies and then one for cave spiders. Esk did all this on his own. But yeah, you can let these build up and then just hit them and it'll kill a bunch of them. All their drops go into here, so we get the string and spider eyes. As we do that through I think it's just vanilla hoppers that are catching that. So yeah, so we've got the spider spawner and the zombie spawner. What else we got? Let's keep going down a little bit. This was the old zombie spawner level, so there's nothing on that. We've got portal to the nether. Let's go see that real quick. Now, if you go to the nether, anytime you travel, you lose water. And so traveling into the nether and out of the nether... Oh, I just got an achievement, apparently. I didn't have that before. I've been to the nether a ton. That's weird. You're going to lose a lot of water coming in and going out. So make sure you have some water stored up if you go to the nether. And, yeah, it's a pretty dangerous place. There's a lot of Grim of Gyre mods that spawn. And that's why we kind of... use these. We should probably just get some doors, but that's okay. S dug this huge tunnel down here looking for a nether fortress, and we have quite the nether fortress. Not only is it huge, it's got definitely a double blaze spawner, possibly a triple. So I would definitely want to get that going pretty soon. Combine that into a nice kind of automated kill station for XP. It's going to work much better than our zombie spawner. So we come out here, and yep, as soon as you see this, you're like, happy day, nether fortress. And hopefully no gas blow us up while we're on this bridge. I wanted to see if anybody has started anything with the nether. Because I'm a little bit nervous, in the overworld, if you build anything, you're spawn protected. In the nether, I don't think there's any way to protect an area so that other people can't destroy it or build it. So I'm worried someone could come on the server and do some damage and break our nether things. But there's one. There's another. Look, I've never seen them closer than that. That is just freaking amazing. And then I think the other one is right over there maybe. So I think it's a little too far away for a triple, but I mean, make this into a double is going to be a piece of cake. So I'll be working on that probably over the next few days. A lot of off camera, and I'll just show it because there's not much point in showing me build a blaze spawner. And a couple have spawned over here, right, ready to see me. Meet my axe. Fireballs. Am I out of arrows? Oh crap, I'm out of arrows. Ow! Oh crap. Well, let's get out of here. I need to drink, I need to eat. I have a habit of sprinting, so I use up a lot of food sprinting around. But I don't know. I used to fear the Nether. I don't really fear it anymore. If you're careful, shouldn't have too many fears. People are like, "You're in the Nether already?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what is it? It's just, you know, some blazes." And especially if you look at my things, I put 36 points in defense. I haven't put anything else into anything. And that's a trick to survive. If you care about surviving and only have 2 deaths on the server, you can do that. It'll take a lot less damage. Your fire ticks it'll burn out sooner. I've found that, you know, I get lit on fire and it's like 2 ticks and then I'm not on fire anymore. Whereas other people, like, they burn and they're just burning for, you know, their entire life. So it's nice. I like having the defense. You lose out on some of the bonuses like the extra smelting or the extra wood, extra ore, but I like to live. There's nothing worse than creating your uber sword and your uber pick and then going and dying. And, you know, you're just like, I don't want to spend hours and hours trying to get it back, you know. So, yeah, back to the vanilla overworld. And we'll go out, hopefully it's daytime, we'll go outside. Because that's pretty much everything in our cave area. Done a lot of farming down at the bottom. Oh, it's 9 o'clock, that's perfect. So let's head on up. I'm not sure why he changed these ladders like he did. There must be a reason. I'll have to ask him. I think he just killed a chicken. Alright, up and outside. So we've been doing a little bit of Minecolonies, a little bit of Harvest Festival, but not much. We had a problem with the server where someone went into the mine and it bugged the whole server. Like, the server crashed and all the Harvest Festival stuff stopped working. You couldn't talk to your NPCs, you couldn't buy buildings, you couldn't go into the mine, nothing was working. And the trick was to replace your carpenter. But because Esk and I have, you know, we're playing together, we actually have 2 carpenters now. So I'll go show the village off in a minute. I want to show this thing that Esk made. This is a vine trap. And mobs, when they come here, they think this is just regular grass. There we go. So they just fall in there, and it's far enough down, I think it's like 40 blocks, 30 blocks, something like that, that it just kills them. And he's got some hoppers at the bottom to collect their drops. So that's another... Ooh, that was not what I meant to do. Sorry, Esk. I'll go fix that in a minute after the tour here. But yeah, so that's a really cool way to have a mob trap just to collect some zombie flesh, where you don't have to go through a ton of durability on your sword. Town Hall, I think we're at level 2 right now. Yeah, level 2 Town Hall. Pretty nifty looking. This is, again, the No, this is the general store. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. You get random saplings in here. The only sapling I think we don't have right now is the jungle sapling. And I can't find a jungle anywhere close to us on the map, so I think the only way we can get that is Botania. So I'm going to be getting into that pretty soon because I want the jungle sapling to build my builder. He's missing only jungle sapling, or jungle wood. Remember, you can loot this. There's always chocolate and sugar in there, and there's always some cake up here with some wheat and some melons and bread. Let's see. No, she's not open today on Sunday. She didn't want to talk to me. And, yeah. Can I fix that for you? Thanks. You were kind of stuck inside that. But yeah, we'll be doing a lot more Harvest Festival, and I'll try and get a lot of that on camera. Esk doesn't really have much interest in doing Harvest Festival, so you'll be seeing a lot of it from me. There's our double carpenter setup. Other people were just putting, buying a new recipe, giving 24 logs to the Harvest Goddess, and she would give them a new blueprint for this, and they would just put it right exactly on top of their old carpenter, and that seemed to fix it, at least for most people, where they could now talk to their NPCs again and go in the mine. For us, that didn't work because I obviously put it next to it. Stupid me. But after a server restart, somehow our mine is now fixed. So, got the builder. I need some jungle wood before he'll finish tier 3 builder there. We got the blacksmith over here, our mine here. We haven't done much mining. I bought a few ladders, but I haven't been down into the tin levels yet. And I've only upgraded my tools to copper level on some of them. So haven't got much done there, but look at this. What Esk has done in the last, what, 5 days since the server opened? Was it 4 or 5 days the server's been open? It was crazy. Because one of those days the server was even down for like 8 hours while it updated on the back end. So, yeah. He's made this cool little hallway. We put our pirate flags from the boat we raided on there. And then he's built this whole building to host, I guess, hold his stuff for better with mods. Now in single player we got kind of far, not very far with better with mods. I really just showed you how to get a bunch of hemp from the hemp fiber from the mills so that you could get your first windmill, and we didn't get much else done. So I'm gonna have to show all this off, and I think we got time to show that. But here's our storage, temporary right now. I really like my favorite dark oak chests are my favorite for sure out of all the chest colors that come with Quark. I've got another of our zombie flesh setups here. So we got stacks and stacks of jerky. You just have to remember when you take it out, just take like some of it. Don't take all of it out, or then the normal flesh will go in there. Put that in there. Yeah, so this is how this works. Let's go downstairs. You can go for a normal windmill, which remember I told you breaks in the rain. You can go to the vertical windmill, which is what is on top of our building right now. It's more expensive, takes a lot more hemp fibers, but this thing will work underground and it'll work in the nether. But it still breaks in the rain. So the only way to get past that is to go through a water mill, which I'm not sure we can see. I guess we can see it right through this window. Esk is already at that level, and he's built his water mill. Now, how are you going to power that if you can't move water with a bucket? Well, you could get ice and silk touch, or you can use creosote. And that's what Esk has done, right? You can't really see through this wall, but there's some creosote powering the water mill. So that is coming in, and you can see down here with some gearboxes. I guess it's behind some of this, so we can't really see all of that. But it's coming into right there, into this one, and then over here, and it's powering our 2 mills. It's powering one called a turntable, which is a machine we haven't done much with, and it's also powering our saw, so we can chop wood into either 4 or 6 planks, I can't remember. But yeah, that's things really nice to have early on. I recommend you get into better with mods as early as possible to be able to get the saw. So then he's got a bunch of other complicated stuff for better with mods that I'm probably not ready to talk about yet. I'm going to have S show us some things, but here's another one that's kind of critical. That is a special kind of axle, kind of treated wood axle, and it allows better with mods gearboxes to power kinetic dynamos from immersive engineering. So that means you can use your same windmill or watermill for better with mods to get your RF. That's how you do it. You take a treated axle out of a gearbox into the orange side of the kinetic dynamo, and then you can take a LV wire connector, and that's putting it into a battery up there. So yeah, with this we've got power for our millstones, our turntable, our saw, and also he's using it to power the carpenter, which we can get torches and paper out of really easily. Awesome. Now yeah, this is all the turntable stuff and the blue flame and the kiln and the crucible. I think we might save that for another episode, but if you want to know how all that works, Esk has made a demonstration video, what's it called, a spotlight video, to show you how all that works. So you can go watch it and learn about it. But yeah, he's just flying with that stuff. That came up really quick. He spent a whole night just grinding out all the hemp fibers that you require to make that really cool windmill up there. This is Astral Sorcery stuff, and I'm going to get S to show us how to get started with Astral Sorcery and what the purpose of these things are. But basically, this is a crafting table from Astral Sorcery that only works when it has moonlight or certain kinds of light. And he did a lot of checking around, which he'll teach us how to do, to find the perfect place for it, where there's like perfect starlight or something. I don't know, but right here is like really powerful area to do Astral Sorcery with. So that just got placed in the middle of his staircase. Maybe we'll change this around when we actually build the rest of the castle. But yeah, so he's got these the crafting table. He's got 2 of these tanks. These tanks are kind of cool because you take these aquamarines that you just get from in the sand, and we found actually a few just down by our hemp farm, and you can put them in there. And as long as there's enough of this moonlight or starlight or whatever this is, don't blame me for saying wrong stuff. Eska's going to teach us how to do this. You can see it's sucking the essence of this in here and creating this liquid starlight. Now this is something you can put in a bucket. There we go. So we got a bucket of this stuff. And it not only does it flow like water, it also is like lights up areas. So you can see he's put it over there. But you could use this as a source of light because these aquamarines are not that rare. You can find quite a few of them. And you just have to make one of these light wells and just find a good spot to put your thing in. You can see as it gets darker, this bar is getting higher. By the time we get to midnight, this will be all the way full. But yeah, we can make this aqua stuff. Can I put this back in here now? No, I'm stuck with this bucket of light well juice forever. Wonderful. Yeah. And then up here, we haven't really done much at all. He's just kind of planned out some rooms. There's another room over there starting to go up. That is a tour of the whole base, guys. I think we're going to call it there just as an introduction to the server. Remember, it's public, so if you want to come play, just know it's not an easy pack. It's challenging. You're going to die a lot. There are people on here that can help you, but if you come online and just complain about it, they're probably not going to help you very much. If you come on and ask for diamonds or someone to give you stuff, maybe you'll get lucky, but most people are probably going to say, try it out to, survive yourself. The whole point of this pack is to be hard and accomplish stuff, that's not easy. So if you just coming on asking for easy stuff, that destroys the whole meaning of the pack. But yeah, follow this guide that I've given you, at least at the beginning, and hopefully you won't die 100 and so many times, like some of the guys on the server have already. And you'll know how to survive a Grimm's life. Guys, it's been Function X. See you in the next episode. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to see more videos. And we'll see you next time. Catch you later. Bye.